So what we need to do is to bring the file here. So the software I'm using is called Bus. It fits with many different 3D printers. So you can use a different software, but this program is pretty good. It's actually a very powerful program that a lot of designers use for SLA 3D printing. So just drag and drop your file here. Next thing we need to do is to scale it down. Now, depending on the size of your 3D printer, you can scale it down or scale it up. It's up to you. Mine is a little bit smaller than the size of the file. So the first thing is I can do 65. 65 should be good. Okay, now we're talking. So it's 65. Okay. Now after it's scaled down, I'm going to rotate it because that's not how I want it to be. So it's going to be on the y-axis to cut any degree. And we need to do one more, and this is going to be on the x side, 90 as well. Now is about the size we want it. That's actually pretty decent, pretty good. You can make it bigger or smaller, it's up to you. So next step is to generate the support. So you got to keep in mind that with SLA resin, it starts printing from the base, from the bottom, and is upside down. The way it prints upside down. So you have to make sure that it follows a logical path. You know, something will print right when there's a support that holds it to print all the way to the top. Here we don't want to have unnecessary support because it's just going to give you more work to do, clean up all this stuff. It leaves marks on the part. So what I want to do is to remove anything that is unnecessary. The parts on the side are unnecessary to me because I don't need them. I will explain you in a bit why. Let's delete all these support first. Delete. And one more. Delete. These two is to be deleted. We keep the one with front. Let's delete this. Okay, now before I printed this before, I have a better experience of how this worked. These support here are unnecessary because they after you print it, you have to clean up, and it's kind of attached to the base. It makes the base look a little bit awkward. So I'm just gonna remove it. That way there's nothing that interfere with the base, and this part can be printed on its own and be fine. I'll do same here because we don't want anything that is going to make this work looks not great. Okay, one more, and we should be good. Okay, so you keep this. So the reason why you need support here, I think is very obvious. You can see it is suspended in the air. Of course, the side is attached to the wing, so there's something back in it. But this area here needs support because there's nothing holding it. The bottom also nothing holding it, so it needs the support because, as I said, this the part prints from the bottom to the top, but it is upside down. upside down, so it actually prints from the top to the bottom. And as this is a triangle, the wings doesn't need support because it will sustain their support holding that all the way to the top. But the heart here, the way it is designed, needs support because it needs something to back it here when it starts printing from this level and all the way to the top. You know, it will print line by line, but when it gets here, there's nothing backing it. It's not gonna print, it's gonna mess up. It's gonna mess up. So this support will help as the base for that to print when it gets to this level. So that's about it. That's all we need to do, and let's save it. Let's slice it. After slices, it will take about 5 hours to print, which is absolutely great, and you save it to your USB drive. My new shop, I'm about to print the butterfly love, and in this video I'm going to show you how I proceeded to print it. Go to print. The file is butterfly love. Let me show you. I'm using ABS like rising. Go up and go back. We have check the printing, and I'm gonna wash it with alcohol to clean all the residual. To show you guys, this is how it looks here. It looks actually pretty good.